Sanvanani Dumalang option, you know what's popping, this is IgnatiusDIA. We're back in the building with another one. Yes sir. Well, we're outside today, not in the building. We chose to be outside today because hey man, this weather is kinda crazy. It's so hot up in this place. Northwest is crazy. I don't know about where you guys are at, but Northwest is crazy. Anyway, we decided to be outside. We're with the nature, we're in the woods. And to think that I actually wanted to do this video in the middle of the field, which is up there, all the way up there. Luckily, fortunately, there's a cricket match going on. Unfortunately, because actually I like the view there, but fortunately because I was gonna get burnt, man. The sun is crazy, but I chose to, find another spot, come all the way down here in the woods, be in the woods, in the shade and stuff by the water. Hopefully, no crocodile jumps out of here and hey, man. It's kind of crazy, but anyway. Yeah, we decided to be outside and just, have a little chat session with my people. Let y'all know about my studies, my career, my, what I basically do. Anyways, before you get into that, make sure you like the video, subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section, and turn on the post notification bell, man. Let you know when I upload some videos. You get me? Alright, so what is it like to be a musician? What is it like to be a music student? What is it like to be a music teacher? What is it like doing all these things music related? So I know a lot of people that say they want to study music or anything music related. The first question from the parents or people outside is, no, dog, that's not the only thing that music has. Let me actually, I like hearing my voice. That's not the only thing that music offers, dog. It's not just being a DJ or producing or making beats or whatever. There's a whole lot that you can do with your music degree. You can teach, like I've done before. You can make beats, like I've been doing before. But that's not all. You can DJ. I have a whole lot of friends that DJ, study music and DJ, but they also do other things. You get me? And also having a music degree helps with, with these things. Having a music degree can actually be an advantage for you if you into all this stuff like DJing and beat making, because you learn quite a lot. Musically, you learn quite a lot, but that's not all that there is to it. So I want to talk about myself specifically, about the things I've done before as a music student, teaching while studying, and yeah, all that. Being a music student is actually kind of fun. But for someone who has a passion for music, someone who grew into music, someone who grew around music, it's an easy thing to do because this is what you want to do. This is what you've been doing for like your whole life. You get me? I started playing an instrument when I was 7 years old. I remember this story. I think I've told this story before on one of my videos. Yeah, this one. My cousin had this little toy keyboard, right? She had just come back from holiday vacation, whatever, with her mom's. I'm like, damn, this is actually pretty cool. Let me play something on that. And the first thing I played on that toy keyboard thing was the national anthem, which was quite impressive even for me because I don't know where I got it from. I had never touched a keyboard or a piano or an organ or anything before, so that was pretty cool for me to just do. But yeah, that's where actually my journey did not start there, but like that's where my whole instrument thing came in, my life. That's why I started playing instruments. My first instrument is the piano. I started when I was 7 years old, but I was involved in music way before that. My mom sang in choirs, choral stuff. She did a lot of choral stuff and was involved in a lot of competitions like NCF. Okay, that's the only competition I know. That's the only festival I know because it was the most famous back then. You get me? And I used to attend these things with her. I grew up around like a whole lot of this stuff, like choral stuff. So yeah, me being there, I got to see at a very young age. I got to see a lot of how things are done. I got to see these amazing pianists. Shout out Dumi. I don't know his surname, but Dumi is one of the finest pianists, no Diddy, in the country. I remember seeing him on stage for the first time and he got this award for youngest pianist. Can't really remember what the award was, but that's when I was like, damn, I see myself being there one day. And I am doing it now, but I get there. But yeah, that guy really inspired me a lot because he was just doing all these things at a very young age, and he was praised, and he was killing it. Basically, he was just the guy. at the time, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was my life growing up. I grew up around a whole lot of choral competitions. I went to all these things with my mom. My musician friends, my musician people will know the show Imizwilili. Even if you're not a musician, it was a very famous show on SABC1. I think I was in one of the episodes. I'm pretty sure I was in one of the episodes. I remember having an interview, a picture with the presenter at one of the competitions. But yeah, and it was sponsored by Old Mutual. I have a picture of me in a magazine, an Old Mutual magazine, at one of the events. I don't have it with me here in Northwest, but if I had it, I would just like show the people, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, yeah, so that's where my whole music thing started. Also, we used to sing a lot at home with my grandmother. She's the one that taught me how to read music. The whole tonic solfa thing, my music people know. Tonic solfa, do re mi fa sol la ti do di la sol fa mi do. That's tonic solfa. Yeah, so we did a whole lot of that. We sang at church, like a family thing. That was pretty cool, right? Yeah, so my grandmother was my first music teacher, and then growing up, after the whole keyboard national anthem thing, they saw that, damn, this boy's got some. My people, my family discovered that this boy is really talented, so let's get him a keyboard for himself. I still have the keyboard. Like I said, I did mention in this video, I showed everything. Anyway, from there I started going to competitions at school, primary school. What did I do? Oh, I learned the recorder. It got to a point where my mom signed myself, my twin sister, and my cousin for recorder classes. Oh, and a friend of ours in primary school, I think we were grade 6, grade 5, grade 6, grade 7, we started going to recorder classes in Vanderbijl Park, which is in Naval, by Ntate Tejani. Legend that guy. So yeah, that's where the journey started with reading music, like staff notation. Yeah, so it was like everything just fell into place at the time it was supposed to, you get me? And then we started playing at church. We started playing the organ at church. I think it was maybe a year into learning the instrument. Not quite sure, but I was still kind of young. I have a picture of me somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, I was still kind of young. I used to do a lot of videos with my mom's. I don't know if she still has them. I don't have the videos anymore. I don't have videos of me doing anything because I don't keep a cell phone. I cannot keep a cell phone to save my life. So I lose all my content. I lose my laptops, and it's kind of mad. It's kind of tough. But yeah, I used to do a lot of that with my mom's. Started playing the organ at church, and I grew into that. I grew at church. I did a lot of playing. A lot of playing was done at church, and the style at church was like choral, kind of, because my mom obviously was also into that, and she was the director / conductor at the church for the church choir. So yeah, the style was kind of similar to the stuff I've heard before, the stuff she did before. So it was easier for me to adapt and learn quickly. Make sense? Yeah. Anyway, time went by. We did mention the competitions, primary school, and then we went to high school. In high school, I did music from grade 8 until matric as a subject and as an extramural. So as a subject, we did a whole lot of theory and history, and then with as a extramural thing, we did a whole lot of practical stuff. Like I was just learning different techniques. I had 2 different teachers. I will never forget them. Best teachers I've ever had. Best piano teachers I ever had. Miss Fauché, shout out to Miss Fauché, and Mr. Stratum. Mr. Stratum was my first teacher. Miss Fauché was my second teacher. Cool teachers. And Mrs. Chalmers was my music teacher, like the subject itself. Mrs. Chalmers, shout out to Mrs. Chalmers. She was with me from grade 8 until matric, and then I think she left a year or 2 after because she realized that the best people are gone. You get me? But yeah, that happened. Yeah, we matriculated. We did music, whole the whole of high school. In high school, I did marimba, I did choir, I sang in the choir. Obviously, I played the piano. I did rock, and I started off doing classical music, but then I don't know if it was like laziness or what, but I wasn't feeling it. Or maybe I was just lazy to like practice and stuff, but I just wasn't feeling it. So I changed to rock and pop in grade 10, which is 2015. Yeah, 2015 I changed to rock and pop. It wasn't as challenging as classical, but there were moments to a point where I was forced to wake up in the morning. Before going to school I had to practice, before going to sleep I had to practice, because hey, I was shaking my cat. Anyway, yeah, that happened. And yeah, I did marimba, choir, I did the piano, played the piano, and I played the keyboard for a rock band. We had a rock band in school, and I remember there's one time we actually opened for Mikasa, for one of the events we had at school, which is pretty dope. Okay, so we did all of that in high school, and then came varsity, right? It's strictly classical in varsity. NW is strictly classical, which is the only university I actually didn't apply to, but here it was a must to do classical music. So changing from rock and pop to classical was a bit of a for me, you know what I'm saying? But I had to see it through, man. I had to see it through. Also, got to the point where I was like, not feeling it. It's not my thing, but I had to do it. But yeah, I did that for my first year. I think second year. Can't remember when I changed, but I changed to percussion, right? Well, before I changed, I actually stopped studying for like a good 2-3 years after my second year, because my NSFA stuff went. But then, yeah, we worked that out, we sorted that out, and we're back here. Yeah, my NSFA stuff, it didn't work out, and then I had to stop studying for a little bit. Luckily, I got a job. A big brother of mine, shout outs Mr. Tools Mahloku, Tulani Mahloku. He's the one that put me on, he's been putting me on. He worked at this place that I worked at, the one I got. Yeah. But anyway, he worked there, and then when he left, he finished his studies, and then when he left the workplace, and he went to Ekoli to make proper money, I think he recommended me there, because I used to go to work with him at some point, and he used to call me to fill in for him when he wasn't, when he had other things to do. So I used to substitute for him. The people there kind of already knew me. I think that's why they took me, because they had seen my face before. They kind of knew my style, and yeah. So I worked there for a good 4 years. I started in 4 years. Started in 2020. After a year of working there, I tried to go back to school, but my NSFA stuff was still not sorted, so it didn't work out. My registration and stuff didn't really work out. So here, it is how it works. You can go to class for. There's this thing they call conditional registration, which means you can attend class until your registration has been paid, but there's a period, right? If you don't pay that money in that period, then you just kind of have to go back to where you came from. You get me? So that's what happened to me. I didn't get the money, the NSFAS didn't come through. So yeah, but that was chilled. I had a job, I had something to keep me busy. I got dark as hell because damn, the walking around I did was kind of crazy. But yeah, the working was nice. It was cool and stuff. It was something I never thought I'd get into. You get me? I never saw myself as a teacher. Oh, anyway, I never saw myself as a teacher, right? But when I got to the workplace, 2020 COVID time, this is before the lockdown. So I started going there, physically teaching the kids physically, and then lockdown hit. I had to go back home now, but I'm still under contract, so I'm still getting paid, even though we're not doing anything. But they implemented this idea that let's do online lessons, which is pretty cool. I actually like working from home. A lot of the kids didn't actually attend, or they just come up with excuses or whatever. But I mean, most of them did enjoy it. I did enjoy it a lot, because I could schedule my own times with the kids, so it didn't have to be hella busy like it was when I actually was at the physical school. You get me? But yeah, time passed. So the government said, okay, y'all can go back to school and start teaching. But for us, it was still online. It was optional, actually. Some kids could actually come because some of them were still scared and skeptical of coming to school and catching COVID, which was a real thing. But I didn't think it was as bad because I never caught COVID before. You get me? I mean, there was one scare at one point, but I didn't think it was, that bad, that deep. You get me? But yeah. We went back to school. Some kids did come for their their actual lessons, physical lessons, and then the kids that didn't come, we had to give them online lessons. So this is what I would do. I'd actually record my stuff like this, have a whole lot of setup. But that was pretty cool for me because like that's what I imagine myself doing, like recording myself. The school had a whole lot of equipment, so I didn't have to struggle getting equipment. It was easy for me to, conduct these online lessons. It's either I video call them or I recorded the lessons and sent them on WhatsApp, and then they would send me stuff back, and then we would just like kind of communicate like that. So yeah, I did that for the first year of working, which was 2020, and then 2021 came. 2021 came, and then what happened 2021? Oh, we tried to go back to school again. Didn't work. NSFAS, sharp. 2022 came. I bet 2022 is now we're feeling positive. We are applying for school again. Sharp. We get back into school. And then we get approved, right? We get the NSFAS. Everything is sorted. I remember seeing this SMS from NSFAS saying, "Hey man, you can come back." I'm like, love you, NSFAS. Yeah, that happened. We came back to school, and we've been doing that. And I had to start from scratch because I changed my practical from piano to percussion, right? So I had to start from first year, practical. Cool. So since then we've been doing that. We're pushing. It got tough. It got to a point where I was like burnt out. I was feeling the burn almost every day because I would go to work in the morning and then come back. Wait, how did I do this? Oh no, I'll come to class in the morning at the conservatory and then go to work around like lunch hour, somewhere there, or before lunch hour, right? And then work until 5-6 o'clock, and then come back this side Mondays, Wednesdays, and Mondays, Tuesday, Wednesday. So Monday I had rehearsal at school at the conservatory with one of the ensembles. From 6 until 9 o'clock. Tuesday we had a concert thingy going on. You need to attend these concerts because if you don't attend these concerts, you don't get the points to be able to do your practical exam at the end of the year. So that's one of the things, downsides about being at the conserve, because anyway, I don't know if they're using us to get numbers, like to get people to actually attend, to fill up the hall, or is it, I don't understand. But that's one of the things I don't like about the conservatory. Attending the concerts to be able to do your practical makes no sense. So yeah, Tuesdays I have to come back for that, and you have to be there. They have to see you. You have to swipe in. This is those system that you swipe your student card and it reflects on the system. Cool, sharp. And on Wednesday I have another rehearsal with the school orchestra from 6 until 9:30. So on these days I get home around 10. So Monday they say 10 o'clock, Tuesday they say 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock even. And Wednesday they say 10, 10:30, because you still have to pick up a whole lot of instruments, because I do percussion in the orchestra. And those who know that is the worst thing about being a percussionist in any orchestra or an ensemble, is the packing up. I like where you just pick up your violin as a violinist, or your trumpet as a trumpetist or trumpeter. I don't know what you guys called, but yeah, that's the only suckish thing. So it got to a point where I was getting burnt out and I was just tired most of the time. But I kept pushing through, man. I kept pushing through, because if I don't, who will? Get me? It's the life I chose, man. But yeah, we did that. We pushed. We're still pushing. One more year to go, and yeah, we're gonna do it. We have to do it. We don't have a choice. Just do what you gotta do, and yeah, man, don't give in. Just push until the end. They can try, but they will never succeed, bro. Like I said in last week's video, if they think they're doing themselves a favor by putting you down, trust me, they're not. They're just they're bringing you up, bro. You get me? So if you feel like you're going through a whole lot right now and things are not moving the way you think they should have been moving for you, or yeah, just keep at it, man. Keep at it, okay? Don't give up. There's still hope. There's still hope, man. Just keep on doing your thing. You get me? My brother. Anyway, yeah, it's a final year. We have one more year to go. We don't have a lot of stuff going on next year, so we're looking into, getting a job, teaching somewhere, and we're still obviously doing our freelancing stuff, our gigs, our orchestra stuff, our choir stuff, our teaching stuff. You get me? But yeah, that's what we've been doing the whole year after losing that job. That's what we've been doing. We're surviving. We're not struggling as much as we thought we would. Even though it's seasonal work, you're not gonna get a gig every week. It's possible, but you can imagine the amount of work you have to do, all the traveling. Yeah, it's not ideal. It is nice for me. I enjoy being on the road and stuff, but it is tiring. Like the gig we did last week, the rehearsal was from Thursday. It was in Pretoria, so we had to travel from Potch, Northwest, to Pretoria from Thursday until Saturday. So that was a lot of work to do. That was a lot of, ups and downs. But we did it. We love our job, man. We love doing this stuff. So yeah, that's the life of a musician, of a music student, of a music teacher, of all of that, all the above. Yeah, getting into this job, you just have to know, man. It's all about being tough. It's all about survival of the fittest. It's all about seeing it through. Yeah, this job is not for the weak, eh? you have to see it through, my boy. That's it. Maybe someday I will give you guys a tour of the conservatory. At the moment, I'm at is it the back of the, it's not the back, it's the opposite side of the conservatory. Conservatory is all the way that side where I'm pointing. There, yeah, it's there. It's that direction. At the moment, I'm looking at fields. I'm looking at the tennis courts. I'm looking at the cricket field. Some people practicing there, training, whatever. Some boys walking past. They've been walking past there. I can see about part of content and stuff. Anyway, that's been it, man. That's been it for this week. Y'all let me know if I missed something. If my conserv people are watching this, let me know if I missed something about the conservatory, about being a music teacher, being a musician in general. Leave it in the comment section. If you're from other campuses, tell me what it's like doing music at your campus. I would love to know, man. Anyway, this has been it for this week. Do not forget to like, do not forget to subscribe, do not forget to share the video, leave a comment in the comment section, man. It's been your boy IgnatiusDIA, sir.